Hello, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. I am going to talk about probiotics today, food-based probiotics. So not probiotic supplements, that's a different topic, but I had to be on antibiotics for something with a tooth. Prefer not to take them, but they exist for a reason. I had to take them, but what I'm trying to do, so I finished them on Wednesday. I started to have a little bit of probiotics, but I wanted to let them get out of my system before I really flooded my system again let the antibiotics get out of my system before I flooded my system with probiotics. While you're on an antibiotic, though you can consume probiotics, there's not much of a point of like really flooding your system with it because the antibiotics are going to kill the probiotics because they indiscriminately kill the different types of bacteria. So I usually wait, again, I very, very rarely, I can't remember the last time I've had to be on antibiotics, but if I were to, I try to wait until after and then try to make sure that I have several different sources of probiotics. So I'm just going to jump through, I had to count, that's sad, I have 5. 5 probiotics. I'll mention a few other things that maybe I don't have on hand, but this is what I either already have in the house or what I was able to buy. First one, I think many of us know what this is at this point, but kombucha. I do like to buy a kombucha that has the live cultures. Just make sure you're reading on the bottle. I liked this one. I really like GTs. That's kind of my go-to. Kombucha is expensive though. The only reason I have this is because it was on sale at Costco. But I would probably only do a bottle or 2 of kombucha if I'm going to spend the money on it. I'd rather spend my money elsewhere where I can get a lot more for that same amount of money. The next one, another drink, milk kefir, however you say it. You can find, I'm pretty sure they have cow dairy milk kefir. I'm pretty sure you can find milk kefir that's plant-based as well, but I don't mind drinking the this particular one. So this is from Trader Joe's. I also like, I'll see if I can look it up. I can't remember the name of the brand that they have at my local grocery store, but I picked this up when I was there the other day, so that worked out perfectly. The next item I have is kimchi. So this is sliced kimchi. I do, unfortunately, my local store that I buy this at didn't have this one because this one doesn't have shrimp. Some of them have shrimp. My husband is allergic to shellfish, so I'm not able to buy that one, but I bought the cabbage and I'm just going to make my own because I've gone twice and they haven't had any more. And this one, although it looks like I might eat a little bit, this is very old. And it's past that point of the flavor is just a little too strong for me, but I don't want it to go to waste. I'll try to eat it as much as I can until I get another one made. The next 2 items are items I have made. Here we have sauerkraut. I do have a video on making sauerkraut. It's a fairly, easy. That's all relative, right? But I find it a pretty easy item to make. So I do have that. Again, another thing I'm gonna have to make soon because I'm pretty sure this is the last bit we have. And then we have homemade yogurt. Again, this one will have a lot of different cultures. And the good thing about each of these is they're all going to have different cultures because they're all produced either using different ingredients or different culturing methods. So even these 2, although they're both from cow's milk, they both have very different cultures because of the type of culture that was used to make it and the way in which it was made. So these both have different. Sauerkraut and kimchi, although 2 different types of cabbage, are both technically made from cabbage, vastly different types of bacteria or probiotics. And then the kombucha, I would say, is very different because it's not made directly from a food item. It does have different probiotics as well. So what I would normally do, spread it out throughout the day as much as possible. Don't just have it all at one time. So I would have maybe a 4-ounce cup of this. I don't do a whole cup just because I'm having other things as well. And it's a little thick. And although I don't mind drinking it, I like it. I kind of like the tangy flavor. They have flavored ones as well. But a whole 8-ounce cup is a little bit much. But a 4-ounce cup I still think is doing the job. This one I'll usually have in the afternoon. Yogurt I have in the morning with breakfast. The sauerkraut I take in a little container to work, about 2 tablespoons worth. I don't measure it, but just scooping out, you know, it doesn't need to be a ton in order to have it. This one I would then have in the evening with dinner. Again, just, I mean, you can't really measure this in tablespoons, but you know, just like a little quarter cup. That's probably a good measurement. Even less than that, I mean, it's pretty strong. And then the kombucha, I mix in here and there. I'd probably have this at work maybe in the afternoon, just as like a little pick-me-up if I want it. Again, this is probably my least consistent one. All of these others, this one again, I don't buy as much, but every once in a while I buy it. My daughters do like it, so I give this to them sometimes in the morning with whatever they're having for breakfast is kind of their milk. And then these items I always have, especially yogurt. I always make yogurt. This I make a few times a year and I try not to run out. And then this, whenever I'm at our local global mart, I'm able to pick this up. So I'm gonna load up on all of that. Probably gonna take a few weeks for my system to balance back out and be able to get my probiotics back to where I want it to be. But I'm excited to get back onto all of this. I can tell my digestion is definitely a little bit off, so I'm excited to get all that back. So I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys haven't yet, please subscribe and like the video if you haven't. It helps in the YouTube algorithm, and comment down below. What other probiotics do you like to consume? And again, I hope you have a great day and take care.